I'm here to show you how to go and release the subconscious blocks that are preventing you from having the ability to attract money and whatever we have subconsciously had suppressed. So if you have been paying attention to some of my other work, we all have shadows, which are subconscious blocks that we have created or absorbed into our subconscious over time since birth, or whether we've picked it up from our DNA or ancestral, or whether we've picked it up from people that we've engaged with. And so it's really important for you to understand that what I'm about to show you and help you through is a process that is like an onion. And the reason I'm saying this is you may have done this technique in the past, but what's happened is anything that is in the subconscious needs to be brought out to the conscious before it can actually be transmuted. Energy cannot be contained and removed. Energy can only be transmuted. And so what happens is we have this wonderful makeup of how our subconscious brain takes in so much information from every single day of our life, or every single past life, or access to whatever it's happened. And in the subconscious aspect, this is information that you are not logically processing to be as your mind's thoughts. These are activities that is happening, that is part of your movement in the heart, the body's way of metabolizing, and the skin repairing itself. Those are all things that are actually happening in the subconscious aspect of the brain. So, how does this affect you is basically regarding your subtle energy systems, and also what parts of you are experiencing things. And even though you may be experiencing things that you are not resonating with, there are things that you have experienced have hurt you, have made you feel unworthy, not in the same predicament of thoughts that's gone into your head. So your perception has changed from when you were small, or an infant, or a teenager, or when circumstances were exposing you to certain things that challenged you. And now, when you look at your perspective now, when you look at the ways that you look at who you are and your abilities and what you're capable of, you may not be in a situation where you're comparing yourself to everybody on the street. However, you had to learn how to elevate yourself to see that everyone is a mirror of some sort. So before those changes, how was your mind? Did you judge yourself? Did you judge others? Did you judge your family origins? Did you judge your family's inconsistencies? Did you judge the trials and tribulations that you had to endure in order for you to be who you are now to be? These are many ways that we create these stories of who we are in our vibration. But let's go back even further. So when we are born with a certain vibration of contracts, and it's based on planetary alignments for birth chart. And on that birth chart will tell you in so many ways what are challenges that you are bringing from past lives or from before birth that you are bringing to the front in this current life. Some of those challenges you may be picking up from ancestors such as your mother or your father. Usually certain planets represent the genders. You also could be, when you have a past life, when you pass through, you are continuing your soul's evolution. And so when you come through again, the blueprint is usually starting off where you left off in a continuum, but it's not linear. So what does that mean? Does that mean that we are going to have the same vibration from the vibration that we are born in? No, because that's the wonderful human magnificence. You know more now than you have when you were born. You are aware consciously of how to walk, how to talk, how to speak language. And so the more you learn and the more you evolve, the more that you have something to take with you. And it brings you more closer to who you are as a personality, as an identity. But what has taken place is how we engage with others is a lot to do with our manifestations. And what our manifestations are is how we are pulled and attracted and how we recede and feel repulsed by certain things. Why I'm mentioning that is that we will subconsciously reject things that could be very good for us if we want to have a certain fulfillment financially. Money is a vibration, and money is available to everyone. Some people think that money is only fortunate for those who have been born with money. And some people see people coming into large, extraordinary sums of money suddenly, and it changes their lives in some way. But that's where, when you see people who have money or have been born into a situation where money was not a huge problem, you will see that those people tend to be a lot more successful in maintaining and having money in their financial savings or as something in the background. For those who may appear to have lots of money but are hardly quite in debt, may be having those subconscious blockages that we are here to release. In many cases, these subconscious blocks are inherited. They could be passed down from your mother. They could be passed down from your father. They could be memories from your childhood or from your earlier years. And they could be society's influences and how you perceive. It could be cultural. And so what I have done is I have created these videos in order for you to do these exercises to help you release these blockages. Now, before we continue, it's really important for you to understand this. There are no magic spells that will relieve you of any blocks without you coming to an understanding of the reason the blocks were there first. In all of my years of clearing all sorts of different lower vibrational congestion blockages, mindsets, generational curses, all sorts of different things that we may have had to clear out of our consciousness and subconsciousness in some ways. They are not going to be cleared infinity, which means they just adjust the timeline to another day, because the blocks were placed there for you as a lesson. And usually when people are looking for a clearing, they're looking for a little relief, because your soul will always honor your contracts first before it will allow you to follow through with. So it's a process pattern of the soul will honor the blueprint of your birth chart, which is your contracts with your mother, your father, and those who are in alignment with your soul's purpose in the frequency of where you are. So this is not going to go and give you immediate results. It's going to give you access to further evolution in order for you to, if you don't see the lesson and the reason behind it, it may now become clear. And when it becomes clear, it's a little easier for you to be able to say, this is why I did that. This is why I've done that. And this is my lesson of what I need to do. And by doing that, you will be able to see that your energy will shift with that perspective shifting too. And when that perspective shifts, and when you are in alignment with that new perspective, the energy of the old perspective will be released. Intent is part of the laws of the universe. So we do choose intent very muchly. But my rule of thumb is this: in order for all the laws of the universe to coincide and work together efficiently, I always state, for every time you are working with your higher self in order to improve and raise your vibration, what part of your lower self needs to be released. So instead of spiritually bypassing and trying to have always access to the highest forms of energy, always look for the lowest aspects that are now weighing you down. The falsehood of most of us is that you're not actually raising your vibration to something higher than what you already are. You're just releasing the heavier congestion that is pulling your natural vibration down. So, in order for you to be authentic, in order for you to be accessing your truest self, that's what to release from you anything that is holding in your energy field and allowing you to be free. So let us begin. This clearing is going to be a general clearing of our subconscious blocks. And I'm going to use a form of acupressure because we have a meridian system, we have a chakra system, and we have a subtle energy field of auras. And our mind has a conscious part where we know our mind and our thoughts. We also have a subconscious part which makes up our past lives and the energy, sorry, our energy of our physical body, our spiritual body, our mental body, our emotional body, excuse me, and what that vibration is alignment to. So, I'm going to do a couple of different clearings to release certain attachments, and I'm also going to use a process of tapping with your fingers. And for those who have tried this, it may be very effective, but for some people who have done this over and over again and never really seen results, it's because of the fact of what you are trying to achieve is still in the shadows, hidden in your subconscious of why it's there in the first place. So, peeling the onion. When you look at an onion, there is many different layers. And when you look at a human body, there are 7 different layers to the human body before you get to the soul. And so actually in some cases, depending on where I am in my teachings and what I am revealing to you, it's actually 13 different layers. But we'll go and stick with the 7 layers right now. When you look at the chakra systems and you look at the different ways that you are relating, this has a lot to do with the different layers. So let's work with starting off the emotional freedom technique. And the emotional freedom technique, we start with what is called a karate chop. And when we start with a karate chop, we always talk about what is the challenge that is affecting you. And when you're talking with the challenge that is affecting you, you are going to bring it to the fore. And then what we do is we have to get our feelings involved. And we have to check with, on a scale from 0 to 10, where do you feel? Once you go and register your emotional level, bringing this to the fore, then you can go and start doing a cycle. And what we do is we're going to use our fingers. Some people would prefer to use a pencil with an eraser, and there is a little bit more pressure when you do that. Use the fingers. If you have long nails, maybe you want to use a pencil with an eraser, or some kind of stick with a spongy end. But you don't want it too big. You want it no bigger than an eraser or the end of your finger. When you are pressing, you want to press it that it is firm enough to tap the lymphatic system. And that is because you want to create the same type of movement of energy, the same as what acupuncture does. So, what does acupuncture do? Acupuncture actually inserts into the meridians in certain particular places where there is stuck and held energies. Tapping does the same thing too. It is hitting certain meridians to release the trapped and blocked energies. Now, let's be very clear. If you have a blockage in your subconscious, it's not trapped in your energy field in the subconscious, it is in that lower layer. So until we can bring it to our subconscious layer, tapping may not be that effective. So I'm going to strongly encourage you to do your shadow work. And for those who have not yet booked session with me, I do offer shadow work coaching, and I offer many different prompts that can be assisting with you in order for you to be able to journal and be able to reach some kind of epiphany to what is these dark shadows and how they're affecting you. Now, for those who are needing to do the shadow work, I may also have some videos that are available on that shadow work. So reach out to me if you do not see them available where you have found this. All right, so let's go to one of the emotional freedom techniques that I'm going to use with you. And I have it written down here just because I don't want to overlook, and it's very particular where everything is placed. So a general clearing is going to sound something like this, and this would be the general clearing of the subconscious block, okay? So even though I have some subconscious blocks to attract success and abundance, and what I like to do is say that statement out loud, all right? I must have some subconscious blocks to attract abundance. And how does that feel to you on the scale? All right? So when you say, I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance, on a scale from 0 to 10, how does that make you feel? Does this resonate with you? So maybe you can't identify with them, and so this is great. You know, that's fine. Let's start tapping, okay? If during this time you feel uncomfortable or feel uncomfortable through this, that's good, all right? Because shadow work and releasing what was blocking your shadows is not supposed to feel good. It's supposed to feel better later. So if you asked that I must have subconscious blocks, and this block is attracting my ability to be successful and prosperous and attract abundance, and you're like, that doesn't feel good. I got a 3 or 4. Then that's fine, because we're basically going to tap on assumption and the knowledge, because your subconscious actually knows everything, and there is tools and tricks how to access the subconscious mind as well. So let's do the clearing and let's get started, okay? So let's start with a karate chop. though I must have some subconscious blocks to attract abundance, I accept who I am anyway. Even though it's true I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I know for sure that I have some subconscious blocks and patterns to attracting the success I want, I choose to let go of these programs now. So we're going to do this 3 times, okay? Even though it's true I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I know for sure that I have some subconscious blocks and old patterns to attracting success that I want, I choose to let go of these patterns now. Let's go back again. Even though I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance, I accept myself anyway. Even though it's true I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance, I accept who I am and how I feel. Even though I know for sure that I have some subconscious blocks and old patterns to attracting success and prosperity that I want, I am now choosing to let go of these patterns now. Sorry, my nose is itchy. I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance. I know that I have subconscious blocks to attracting success, attracting abundance. Oh, I'm sorry. And my subconscious mind knows that I have these blocks. I must have subconscious blocks and old patterns that block attracting abundance. I'm sure I have subconscious blocks to attracting abundance. I can just feel it in my body that I have subconscious blocks to attracting what I want in life. I remember now all my repressed emotions and feelings. All those memories are coming to the fore for me. It's been so frustrating for me. I know I have subconscious blocks to attracting what I want. Good. Now take a deep breath. Go back subconscious blocks, because look at my life. I must have subconscious blocks because look at my life. All these general old patterns of blocking abundance. I wonder where they came from. All I know is they're there, and they always were. I can feel these blocks. I don't know exactly what they are consciously, just the memories that I can remember. But I know they're there. These remaining subconscious blocks are blocking what I want. I want it so badly. I keep doing what is right. So these blocks can't be conscious. My blocks must be subconscious. And that's okay, because I'm ready. I appreciate my subconscious mind tries to protect me. It's just trying to do the best for me. My subconscious mind is trying to protect me. That's why it keeps these patterns running. So I thank my subconscious mind for trying to protect me. Thank you, subconscious mind. Thank you, conscious mind. Thank you, subtle energy systems. My subconscious mind is trying to protect me. That's why it keeps these systems running. So I thank my subconscious mind for trying to protect me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, my subconscious mind. I understand that you thought it wasn't safe to get what I want. But I am now accessing the programs now. I accessing the shadows and the deepest programming. So I can now release all of these negative subconscious programs, or all these subconscious programs developed that were blocking success and abundance. Sorry about the bright light. It feels so good to let them go. It feels so good to acknowledge my subconscious mind. It feels so right to acknowledge my subconscious mind. It feels so right that it was trying to help me. It was trying to protect me. It's all because of the programming that I experienced and that I had. And I appreciate the human experience of the subconscious mind. I am going to give it a new program as I release these old patterns that block success and abundance. Great. Now take a deep breath. Let's check in. I must have some subconscious blocks to attracting abundance. How does that feel on that scale now? Is it the same number? Maybe we release some of the tension around there. Maybe we released some of the truth surrounding that number or the existence of it. I know for me, even that phrasing, I have been done this on myself before, and what we are doing is right, in my opinion. And this is based on the programming that we are given. So for those who had a big drop in the number, I would go back and do this again. And remember, even if the statements that I'm saying to you and after are doing the and making this very effective for you, it's tapping into that part of the subconscious. And so be very compassionate with yourself as the days might start bringing things to the fore, memories that you repressed. I don't want to bring forward for you anything that's going to make you uncomfortable. Just anything that is, now that your perspective has shifted, you only want to bring forward anything to show you the shift. So if you thought that money, depending on which one we're going to follow through with, there are different types of ways that we expect that abundance is wrong for us. So whatever those are, those might come up. I'm going to shut my windows just to release some of this light. So just excuse me for one moment. Oh, and it's not gone yet. Sorry. Okay, hopefully. Oh, that's better. I can see you again. All right. Sorry about that. All right, so let's follow through. I am going to have each of these. So I'm just going to record this timestamp so I can go back and adjust. So we're going to start here. Let's do clearing invert. Okay, we just did general clearing of subconscious blocks. Let's do that. Okay, welcome back. We're going to do a clearing now of cellular memories that block my ability to attract money. Okay, so earlier we had mentioned doing the clearing of subconscious blocks. We did a scale of 0 to 10, and 0 being the lowest emotion and feeling, and 10 being, yeah, that felt really intensely, like this is what I feel. All right, so we're going to say the words out loud: money, abundance, success. What kind of vibration did you get with those words? And so does those words stress you out? Do those words feel restricted to you? Do they feel that's something that is easy for you? Money, success, abundance. What does that feel for you? So let's think about money. How does that feel like to you? Is it easily accessible? Do you feel tense in your body? Say this out loud. I have cellular memories that are blocking my ability to attract money. Do you feel pulled to that? That's a yes. If you feel resistant to that, that's a no. Now, these cellular memories can be 2 years ago, 10 years ago, 40 years ago, past life. They could be from anywhere. They could even be picked up from your ancestors. But if we do not clear the chaos and the conflict that we have around money on itself, it can't come into your life. Or if it does, you'll resent it, or you'll resent the people who has it. Maybe somebody's going to offer you money and you're going to reject it. Maybe you're going to refuse it. Maybe you're going to feel that you're not worthy of it. Maybe you're going to feel that you're not inclined and you have to do something for it. I could give you a check for $1 million and you may lose it on the way to the bank. That's what alignment really is about. So if you can get a number about 0 to 10 where your attention is, I want to feel this tension. I have cellular memories that block my ability to attract money. What does that feel like? Let's do a tapping to clear that chaos. We're going to try to release the energetic electrical impulses around the word money. And that may make you uptight and intense. And we need to release that, all right? When you're uptight and tense, you restrict your attraction. And this is very, very, very important. When we're in conflict, that will also mirror into other things. So if you are struggling with relationships, health, success, in other areas, you may find that your relationship with one will generate and mirror in other things too. So let's start. Karate chop. Even though I have cellular memories that block my ability to attract money, I deeply and profoundly accept all of me. Even though I know I have cellular memories that block my ability to attract money, I choose to attract and allow money into my life now. Even though some old cellular memories have been blocking my ability to attract money in my life, I deeply and profoundly accept myself anyway. I was just processing the memories that I was given. I was just using cellular memories around money. I was just using cellular memories. I didn't know any better. Of course, I have cellular memories in my subconscious mind that block money. It makes so much sense to me. Of course, I have cellular memories that block money. This subconscious programming has been blocking money from being drawn into my life, and it's been there for a very long time. But money is just a vibration. But it became such a loaded topic. Money is just cash. Money is just energy. So why am I chasing it so much? I wonder if that's my mother or my father. I wonder how I really feel about money myself. I wonder what my true feelings about money really are. I wonder what my true feelings about money really are. What are my true feelings about money? What do I feel about money? These old memories and resentments, these cellular memories that have guilt in them, even the scarcity in my family, guilt about other things, the vibration of guilt bleeds into money. All of this family guilt about money. No wonder I pushed it away from myself. Now there's that critical feeling coming up about money. So if you let yourself earn $50,000 a year, can you allow yourself now to earn $100,000 a year? Maybe $250,000 a year without feeling any guilty or any form of remorse and any shame? Wherever it comes from, you can't have any restrictions on where that can come from. Your guilt and anxiety are often the two biggest emotions around money. And that is a trauma that we hold on to about money. So let's go back to our eyebrows and say, I feel guilty about earning money. I feel guilty about earning so much extraordinary large sums of money. Now just visualize yourself with loads and loads of this extraordinary amounts of large sums of money in your bank account, and with the ability to have extraordinary large sums of money. What did you feel? Did you feel guilty? What felt that was not accessible to you? Your desire could be a 10. May even be completely off the charts. But your guilt and anxiety is what brings that number down. So let's tap out the guilt around money and our guilt around attracting this money. So let's go to the karate chart. Even though I have a lot of guilt around attracting abundance, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though I know I have guilt in my cellular memories around attracting money and guilt around other things, I accept who I am no matter what. Even though the thought of attracting as much money as I want brings up a lot of guilt and hesitation, I am now choosing to feel calm about it now anyway. Let's do that again. Even though I have a lot of guilt around attracting abundance, I deeply and completely accept myself anyway. Even though I know I have guilt in my cellular memories about attracting money, I accept who I am no matter what. Even though the thought of attracting as much money as I want brings up a lot of guilt for me, I choose to feel calm about it anyway. All this guilt about attracting money, I wonder where it comes from. The subconscious programming that says, I should feel guilty. It doesn't matter where it came from or how I resonate with it. It's obvious it's subconscious programming around guilt and shame and money. All this guilt is blocking my success and abundance because there's guilt to attracting success and abundance. So all this guilt about attracting success and abundance, these old programs about guilt, money and guilt and money, I choose to feel calm, peaceful. Money is easy to attract. I allow it in my life. I choose to feel calm and peaceful as I now allow money to enter into my life. And I don't feel guilty how that is coming to me now. I have so many things I want to do with all that money. I feel good releasing the subconscious guilt. Whether it's about money or anything. It feels so calming to let go of the subconscious guilt and how it affects money. It's about time I let go of that guilt and how it affects my money. These cellular memories of guilt about money and associated with money, or the scarcity of money, I knew what they were used for. And now I'm letting that go. I'm clearing that away. And I'm bringing it to the fore to transmute it into abundance now. I now clear from my energy field on the subconscious level, conscious level, and all levels, whether it's shifting or moving, clearing away from my energetic field any resistance, guilt, or any displeasure that I feel in any way resisting money, abundance, success, financial freedom. I am receiving extraordinary sums of money. Allow the chakra to open up to receive. So anywhere that you have trust blocking, and an empowerment of worthiness unblocking, let's open up those channels and your lower chakra, the root, where you see yourself in your conscious mind, how you see yourself. Do see anywhere that you see yourself in a poverty mind consciousness now disappear. Allow yourself to see wealth, prosperity, money. It's just your birthright. It's just for you to see that all of this abundance is available to you, that you are financially free, that you are wealthy. Open up your sacral energy. And this is your sexual energy, your divine energy of magnetizing. I now attract money to me. I'm undesirable. Too many. Allow myself to feel the worthiness of money. Allow those physical aspects of you to call it in. Now we open up the heart chakra of seeing that all is well. There's nothing that is in the way but you. Everything is lining up perfectly. Anywhere that we have fears, anywhere that we have stress, it's not resonating with this. So if you are feeling stress, if you are feeling anxiety, that's you saying, I'm not in alignment with my heart. In order for you to access the lower vibrations, the lower chakras, you need to open up the heart. Then allow the vibrations to call out to the universe for you. Allow yourself to see that your life is abundant and full, and to open up to the possibilities. Release control. Allow yourself to glow in the light of a rain coming down on you of money. Allow this money to fall upon you so easily from the universe. It is like a downpour of wealth for you. You're just allowing yourself to receive financial freedom finally now for you. This is your birthright. This is now for you to receive. Allow the energetic feeling attachments to karma, to lessons, to anything that was making you sad, making you fear, making you anxiety, to now be released from you. Allow yourself to sweep away and clear it away. Ask the angels or whoever you resonate with, source in any way, divinity of any way, whatever resonates with you, the council of life, just clear away now any of the debris that was enforcing you into a prisoner of poverty. Take it away now. And allow all the voids to be replaced with money, financial freedom, abundance, success. Now that we are safe, where was the lesson? Where was the lesson? Where was the lesson that you needed to resolve? I am not a beggar on the street. I'm not a prostitute. Just because there is scarcity all around me, that doesn't mean that I had to. I can be abundant and joyful. I am in alignment with my destiny. I've made wise choices in my journey. And the blockages was because I didn't feel worthy. And now I know that that was a subconscious block too. That I didn't feel abundant because maybe of a past life of, in order for me to serve, I needed to give selflessly and not ask for money in return. I am not in my past life. I can be royalty. I can be someone who can ask for my gifts to be received. There is gifts and rewards. I'm not entitled. I'm not asking for more than I deserve. In fact, the universe says there is so much more that you have earned. And I'm opening up that door and walking through that portal and allowing myself to be in alignment with this new vibration. However that is for me, I am abundant, financially free. Everything is taken care of. And I can have whatever I want. Because I am deserving, worthy, and doing my part to allow the collective to receive it.